know why your intro screen wasn't working. I hope your photos do. Hello, Isaac. Thank you very much for joining us this evening. And you brought some photos as well, haven't you,
Yeah.
to show? Is that working? Is that on? It is. Yes, it is. That's cool. Okay. Perhaps there may be one or two here who don't know you so well. Maybe you could just sort of tell us a little bit about yourself, how old you are, and where you live and everything.
Okay, I'm Isaac. I go to Sacred Heart School in Redcar, and
Sacred Heart fan here?
and I live in Gisborough.
You live in Gisborough. Could you tell us then a little bit about what was the main aim of the project that you were involved in?
Well, we went out there as part of a series of partnership visits, as our school is linked with Iron Sudu Junior High School in Ghana. So this was the first of hopefully many visits of students from our school over there to help improve their learning conditions and to help the community altogether.
Right, okay. So how many of you went?
Well, there was 10 students and 3 members of staff in total, and there was various members of the charitable organisation out in Ghana to help us while we were there.
Mm-hmm, yeah. 10 of you went?
Yeah.
10 school children. Did you all get on?
Well, to start with, it was a bit of there was 2 camps really, but then we managed to form strong bonds and become friends that will probably last for life now.
Okay, that's great. You've brought some photos. Oh, good. Here we are.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if these are exactly in the order that you wanted them, Isaac, but maybe you could just sort of talk us through them. What's going on there then?
Well, this is the main market and the junction where they sold everything in that community. So anybody from the community would buy the daily rations or provisions from there. And as you can see, when we went, it was watermelon season, so there was excessive amounts of watermelon.
Yeah, that's a lot of watermelons, that is, isn't it? Right, okay. And what's happening here?
This was during the opening ceremony that the community held for us. So there was lots of tribal dancing in conjunction with their youth program out there for the African information movement.
Right, that's amazing. Did you do any dancing for them?
Well,
I was only joking, really.
At one stage, they did hold a workshop where we learned about their tradition.
Excellent. All right. Okay. Now, what's happening here then? Obviously, a building project.
Yeah. So that's a large poly tank that was put next to the school as a rainwater harvesting system. So now in the rainy season, which there's about 2 or 3 a year, they can get fresh water that's through a filter to consume during school hours.
I see. And there is the poly tank.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know what's happening there. I guess you're just posing for a photo in front of it. But that's a big tank. That will hold quite a lot, I would have thought.
Yes, it holds 1,000 gallons. No, 1,000 litres.
1,000 litres, yeah. Yes, that's a big tank. That would keep them going, wouldn't it?
This is looking up to the school. That building you can see at the end of the road is the school, and this is what a main road looks like. There isn't anything much bigger than this. Right,
okay. Can I just ask you, before we go on, when you first got a sense that this sort of project was something you wanted to do? Because I think it's something you've thought about for a while, isn't it?
Yes, I've always felt that God's been calling me to go to Africa, and when the opportunity arose, I just jumped at it because I thought this is what's meant to be.
And we were certainly very impressed with all of the fundraising and things that you did to make it all possible. You're obviously really, really keen to go. Yeah, okay, that's great. And what's happening here?
This is during a malarial awareness session that we conducted with some local health professionals. So the children under 5 were tested for malaria, but we knew that more than half of the village had malaria but wouldn't be able to afford roughly £1 to get there and £1 to get the treatment.
Right. And what's happening here? Some painting.
This was in a kindergarten classroom where we painted walls to make it a much brighter and nicer learning environment for them. So in this particular one we painted the alphabet and various things associated with that they would know.
Yeah, that's great. They're lovely pictures. Yeah. What have we got here?
This is me pounding something that they called fufu, which is basically like the consistency of bread dough with plantain and yam that is mashed up after it's been boiled and then eaten pretty much as bread dough. And it didn't agree with everybody's stomach.
Did it not? Did you like it?
Yes,
Yeah,
I
you
did.
did.
It was nice with the goat stew, but I think that also put some people off.
Okay, right. Okay, and is this the group?
Yes,
Of
this
you.
is the group in most of our traditional dress from there, in front of a partnership mural that we painted while we were there.
Right, that's lovely, and I think there's another picture of that here, the mural.
Yes, the white hand that's on there is, I'm proud to say, my hand.
That's, did you have to hold your hand like that while they painted you?
Yeah, they painted
did
me in front of it like that.
Oh goodness, that's amazing. Oh, I think that's all the photos. I wonder then, were there any particular high points of the trip, and maybe even any low points when you perhaps wish you were back here?
Well, all of it was an amazing experience and really humbling for me. But I suppose the first few days when I was, well, my stomach wasn't too great. I would have liked a flushing toilet.
You would have liked a flushing toilet, yes. I see. But apart from that...
Yes, apart from that, it was absolutely amazing.
Yeah. And do you have any sort of one lasting memory that you bring away, or just all of it?
I think all of it, for me, is just amazing and will stay with me forever. Yeah. That's fantastic. And I wonder... Quite an adventurous trip, really, in many respects. Is there anything you would sort of say to anybody else who might be considering something similar? Well, I'd say that just pray about it, and then if God says that that's the right thing to do for you, go and grasp it with both hands, because it will be absolutely amazing when you get there. It might not seem like it to start with, but it will be.
Okay, well, thank you very much for sharing with us tonight. That's been really interesting. Thank you.
Thank you.
Give them a round of applause. Thank you.